All right, Brent Cross, aka Big Hoss. How's it going?
All right, what's happening, Cam? What to do, man?
Hey, just hearing about your story, man. You got a pretty wild story with Fantasia,
Right.
and I think the fans would like to hear it, man. But before we get into it, can you kind of give me a little bit of a background on you, like where'd you grow up and what it was like for you?
Right. Well, Brent Cross, aka Big House, man, hungry official street soldier, originated out of Orlando, Florida. Came up pretty much doing this music thing, man. Migrated to Atlanta, Georgia, 2006 with a label originating out of Orlando. They end up migrating, so I moved with them. And came up here working, and ever since I've been locked in, doing my thing.
Well, that's what's up. Well, let's get into your story, man. I know you had a wild story with Fantasia. Can you kind of take me through it from the beginning and how'd you guys meet and everything?
Right. All right. Well, like I said, I originated out of Orlando, Florida. So, I guess it was a tour going on with her and Jamie Foxx. They had a tour going on that breezed through Orlando. Um, the night of the concert, I was hanging out in the club Cleo's. We got a strip club called Cleo's in Orlando, Florida. So, I was pretty much on the pool table, just kicking, doing my thing, shooting. I'm a shark, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing my thing. I'm always in there shooting pool or whatever. But me and my guy was shooting, and I hear the DJ, which is Baby Lack. I hear him say, Fantasia Barrino gonna be in the building tonight. Yes, that's right, Fantasia Barrino. So it went in one ear and out the other. Of course, every player in the building like, man, yeah, right. I wonder if that's true. If I see her, I'm gonna work my one or whatever. So every man in the building probably was thinking on the same accord. So we really thought it was a hoax or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So periodically I look up or whatever, being the time he said it was I was in the middle of the game, so I look up and I actually see Fantasia Barrino passing by with an entourage. So I'm like, whoa, she is in here. That's pretty big for Cleo's, you know what I'm saying? Being that's just such a hole in the wall per se, one would say that ain't the nicest strip club in the old, like how she ended up right here. So during this time, once I did see her, I'm like, whoa, she in here for real. So, I'm trying to see what I can do. So I was brainstorming at the time, like how can I make this happen real quick? So I tell my buddy who I'm shooting pool with, I'm like, man, I got a bear in the back, in the trunk, man. I'm finna try to shoot this to her right fast. So I shoot to the car, like, come on, bro, let's dip. I'm parked, slap valet in the middle of the club. Like when you come out the door, you gonna off top, you gonna see my car. So I'm valet. I go sit in the car, get myself together, roll one or whatever. So I get the bear out the trunk, tell the valet, look, boom, here go $20. I need you to take this bear in to Fantasia. So he like, bet. So before he went in there, I wrote down on a piece of paper my phone number and put, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that's a line from her song. So I just worked the line from her song on her. Boom. So I sat for a minute, to get the response. 5-10 minutes later, he come back out the door, smiling, ear to ear. So I'm like, he must got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I tell my buddy, she must got it. He must gave it to her, whatever. So he come to the car. He like, she got your message, bro. She say she gonna call you. I'm like, for sure, bet that up, bro. I think I end up shooting him another dub or something, like good looking out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in the car for a minute. I'm gonna wait the let out. I'm gonna see what's going on after you know, after the club, when it's over, you know, everybody rush out. So I'm gonna try to see what kind of action I can get into, just regular let-out interactions, what we do at the club, you know what I'm saying, after it's over. So at this time, people starting to come out, it's closed. It's closing. Security, big security guy, which is her personal security, stepped to my car. He like, you the one sent the message? I'm like, yeah, and the bell too. He like, oh, okay. He like, you want a picture? I'm like, for sure, let's do it. So I'm like, yeah, cool, let's get it, right? So, you know, I sit back and chill. He rushed back into the club or whatever, the rush hard to get her out. When they come back to the front of the club, everybody in the whole club was lined up, rushing her to get the pictures with her. So I sit back, cool, nonchalant, because I got my picture already in reserves. He already know what I'm trying to, you know, get me one. So I sit back, boom. They finished taking the pictures. He like, he signaled me like, come on. So boom, I shoot right up there. We hug up. I get the picture with her. She tell me, whisper in my ear during the picture, like, I got your message. I'm going to call you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, for sure. When I get back, Lee get back in the car, I tell my buddy, man, listen, bro. She just told me she got the number, got the everything. She going to hit me ASAP. I'm excited. I ain't going to lie. I'm turned. You know what I'm saying? By the fact of the matter, like, hey, it worked. The baby got my number. She finna hit me up, whatever. I don't know when she gonna call, but I knew it ain't gonna be like no time soon. She a busy woman, so this what I'm thinking. Boom, I pull out, I stunt, come out there, do a whole 180, catch it going down the trail. I'm in the Corvette, so I'm going crazy at this time. I'm burning rubber and everything. Boom, smash out. By the time my partner's house was like 10 minutes away from her spot, from the spot where we met at, which is Cleo's. So I get to my partner's spot, he getting out the car, I'm hollering at him like, bro, I'm gonna get with you or whatever. Looked at my phone, I'm like, man, who the hell is that? You have reached the voicemail of Fantasia Barrino. I'm like, whoa, bro, she done hit me already, bro. She didn't call me, so I'm super excited by that fact. I'm like, dang, she called already. So, man, I ain't kid you not, bro. I called that phone at least 40 times trying to get her to answer that night. Same thing. I'm like, dang, she ain't picking up right now. But he like, she gonna call you. I'm like, bro, all right, bet. Fuck with you. I pitch, smash off, pull off, whatever. So like 2 weeks later, she give me a call. I end up, so I'm like, boom. She answered my text. We call, we get, you know, we chopping it up. I'm like, I called you a few times. I'm like, I've been calling the hell out you trying to get on your line. You know, so we end up chopping it up. We writing, texting back and forth for like months. Like, we getting it in. Like, you know, high school love. We back and forth on the text. We, you know, communicating the love you signs and all the heart and all the mushy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I end up telling her, like, I'm going to come see you, though. I'm going to push up on you. I'm coming to see you one day. She like, yeah, I believe it when I see it. I'm like, for real, baby, I'm coming to see you. So, I think it was like no more than 3 months later, man, I ended up booking a flight going to LaGuardia. At this time, they was having a draft, NFL draft in New York. So I fly there or whatever. When I get there, I'm hanging out like Dolo because I came by myself. I ain't here for nobody else, man. I come specifically on a trip to see her. You got all the emotions built up, all the text messages and all the, you know, the highly anticipated time when I see you. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, shit, I'm referencing all that. I don't know if she had 3, 4 situations, but we were talking and I'm thinking she's saying when she see me. So I'm coming, you know what I'm saying? So when I get there, I check into a room or whatever, moving around, enjoying sightseeing. But I remember I tried to get with her.
Hold on. At that point in time, have you guys like talked about hooking up, or What's the conversation been like?
Well, the conversation was basically like, on some boyfriend and girlfriend type shit, like, you know, chopping it up like nightly. Don't miss a night without texting. Don't miss a day without talking. Good morning, love, and just pretty much just the high school love type. But it wasn't high school. We full grown. You know what I'm saying? And it's a celebrity, American Idol. So in my head, I'm like, I'm giving all the attention she want. When she call, I'm answering. When she texting, and vice versa. Unless she busy tied up on the set, doing the play or whatever. She was actually doing the play that they had, the movie Not, which is The Color Purple. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was all like all love, man. So that day when I got there, I move around, I go shopping, go to Santana Town. I remember going to Joel Santana store he got called Santana Town. I went in there and get fresh. So whenever I see her, I'm gonna be all the way turned to the max. When they grabbed the bell, cause she made me promise her. That was one part of the conversation. Like, when you do come see me, make sure you bring me a bear, because she was overwhelmed by the bear I bought her the first time. So she was like, make sure you have me another bear. I'm like, cool. So I went bear shopping, grabbed another bear or whatever. So I'm moving around shopping. That particular day when I get there, she was tied up, busy or whatever. So she told me she couldn't see me that day, but we'll end up chopping it up later and we're gonna hook up tomorrow or whatever. So I'm doing my runs around the town. I'm moving around. I end up going to record at Chung King Studio. Had a nice little recording session or whatever. Now I'm anxious about seeing her, so I'm trying to get in, see can we get a little time in before that. But she didn't answer. I guess she was busy, like she said or whatever. So it's like the next day, that morning she hit me up and asked me, do I want to go out that night to the Whiskey Bar, which is on 45th Street. So I made sure I went and booked checked out the hotel I was at, went and booked a hotel closer to the area that the bar was in, where she wanted to meet up at later that night. Okay, so boom, now at this time, I'm just like amazed that I'm really here. I never been to Times Square before. I never been to New York. I'm moving around, and not only I'm moving around, I'm actually moving around coming to see the American Idol, Fantasia. I'm blowed at this point, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is, since she couldn't see me earlier that day, she was tired of, I say I'm gonna surprise her. So I go to the play that they had on Broadway. They was having a Color Purple on Broadway. So I bring the bear with me to the actual play. So when I get to the play earlier that day, I tell her that I'm here. I text her whatever, I ain't get no answer. But when I walk through the doors, Cortez, he was in the lobby just kicking it. Like he was apparently waiting on me or just doing his job or whatever. Cortez is a security guard. So, a bodyguard rather. So I get the bear, I slide it to Cortez, tell him, man, tell him, yeah, man, I'm here, man. I'm gonna be here for a couple of days, so you probably gonna see me. Like, yeah, for sure. I said, we supposed to patch up tonight or whatever. And he like, yeah, bet, then I see you then. So at this time, I go sit down in the Color Purple, sit down at the play. It's no younger people in here. It's straight nothing but no younger people, just straight older folks in here. It's folks in here like they just came out of Sunday school. You got these big broad hats, Easter hats, everybody damn near 50 and 68 years of age. So I'm like the outcast in here already. I'm the only one with this type of, you know what I'm saying, giddy up that I got on, like I'm underdressed or whatever. So I remember sitting down specifically, looking straight up on the stage, like watching, like, dang, thinking in my head, like I'm saying, I'm gone off the fact of the matter that I'm even in the city like this. So I remember her stumbling up on some words. She really couldn't even focus because she was looking down at me, seeing because she never seen me since the first night we took the picture. So she stand down, like in the crowd at the same time, locking eyes with me, like losing track of her words and shit. You know what I'm saying? Her script. But I'm sitting there, remain calm. They have an intermission or whatever. The window, the drapes closed. I end up hitting. I'm like, man, I can't. This is a nice play, but I can't sit around granting them too long. You know what I'm saying? So I get up out of there, go pull, continue shopping, continue my day. She hit me like, boom. Was that you just out there? I'm like, yeah, that was me. She like, I knew that was you. Like, I'm like, yeah, I told you I would come. I'm here. Like, I told you I was going to pull up. So I'm like, I got your bell. Cortez got your bell. Go get your bell from Cortez. She like, you bought it for real? Down there. It was so sweet. I'm like, yeah, I told you I'm going to push up. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. So she get the bell, whatever. Give me a thank you, shoot me a text, appreciate it. I'm going to see you tonight, right? We're going to meet at the whiskey bar. I'm like, yeah, cool. Shit, for sure. I'm like, I already know it. I'm here. I'm close by. So I go go to the room, get clean. Boom, I get up, get my giddy up real good, put on my nicest cologne, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Check myself in the mirror about 3-4 times, make sure I'm proper. I pull up to the whiskey bar after, I get ready, get fresh or whatever. So I pull up to the whiskey bar. When you pull up, it was like a Cheers setting. I don't know you ever seen the TV show Cheers. It was like one of them tavern looking type joints. I shoot down the stairs. I'm looking around. I'm like, damn, this is a nice ass setting. Like, this shit remind you of the TV show. So I'm really I'm amazed. So when I sit down, it was almost like a booth like this, man. When I sit down in the booth, I'm like, damn. I look on the glass table right here. It's like 30, 40 shots of liquor. No less than 30, man. But shots, and they empty. They ain't full, they empty. So I'm like, damn, either it been a party right here or she drinking like a fish. You feel me? So boom, I'm like, whew. So the night before, I had me a few drinks. I really don't even want to see no liquor at this point. You know how them other nights be after you was drinking, you don't want to have nothing to do with no liquor, because I was going hard on the Quavo all alone, just drinking. I done drunk myself to sleep. So I don't want no more liquor. So when I sit down, she offers me something to drink. Now I'm like, nah, I'm cool, baby. You know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight, baby. I had enough the night before. So this time we holding hands. She like, well, you ready to go? I'm like, cool, let's hit it. You know what I'm saying? So Cortez, he's sitting there, he guard everywhere he go. He the bodyguard. He is on point. He do a good job. I must admit, that's a fire-ass bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? So when we move, he on our trail. We go up the stairs or whatever. You got the Scratch Suburban at this time, I think it was. We get in the car. He opened the door, whatever. We sit down, chopping it up. I remember it was a Puerto Rican guy. He was driving. Cortez was in the front seat, but I remember specifically she was with the driver like hard, like she was drunk, like him, like, are you a virgin? I remember asking, and what's your name? Like she was slick, hitting on him just, just on some drunk type shit. So I'm thinking to myself right then, like, damn, she drunk. She tripping. She tripping. So I'm like, damn, what I done got myself into. So I'm quiet really at this time. I'm just like sucking this shit all up, you know what I'm saying? So we pull up to a spot. I think it was somewhere, it had to be over a river. I don't want to say Hudson River, but it was like somewhere up on the river. We pull up like a concierge. I'm treated like a real guest anyway, so I got to sign the papers before I go upstairs. The concierge, they keeping track of everybody who coming up to this building, whether you with them or not. Show your ID or whatever. I show my ID, they take my shit down. So we go upstairs. I remember she shot to the room. Cortez walk up on me like, hey, country, I really don't leave nobody with Tay like this, but you seem like a pretty nice dude. I'm like, hey man, you got the right judge of character. You're a good judge of character, bro, because I ain't here for none of that. You know what I'm saying? I like the girl. We straight. Like I'm not on that type timing. He like, yeah, for sure. I see it. Like I'm like, hey man, hey, you a good judge of character, bro. I ain't getting down like that. So that was his warning to let me know, like, hey, any bullshit, shit, I'm gonna give you the business. You know what I'm saying? I done flew an airplane over here, so I ain't scrapped, taking no kind of weapons or nothing on the airplane. I'm over here dolo. So I take that as a real, warning. But me, that ain't my MO anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover, not a fighter, man. I ain't into none of that. Especially that crazy, man, stalk type shit. Hey, it is what it is. She bit my bait, I pushed up, that's what it do. You know what I'm saying? The minute she tell me otherwise, I'm going the other way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pressure on my end. So he get up out of there, he leave.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you something, man.
Mm.
Before you met her, did you have any signals that she was kind of wild, or, you know what I'm saying, this type of person that just gets crazy?
Hell no. I'm talking about, I ain't even peeped that through the conversation because of how soft-spoken she was, how her voice is so just shy. I never got any kind of indication that she was a wild girl. I'm thinking this was if you out the hood, it's two women at this time. An R&B singer, man, that's just like, when you looking at that type, everybody out of the hood, that's a dream date. Like Beyonce and goddamn Fantasia, these folks are top-notch, upper extra line. These top-notch women, you know what I'm saying, to the eye. You thinking that's in your head because of where the walk of life we living in and where she at you with all the big screen and the lights and the camera. So, man, the last thing I ever thought that she was a wild girl and drinking like this. You know what I'm saying? So, when he told me, when he walked up, I'm like, cool. I'm not even thinking, why would I have a reason to do anything otherwise than just be? So that light went off. But now I come to find out, I see why. But when he left, she come from around out of the room or whatever. Boom, my phone rang. I'm like, but now it's my goddamn old lady calling. We knew we were just like, let's just start dating. We was 2 to 3 months in at this time. Which is my wife now. We was happily, we happily married, but it's my wife now. But I didn't think for 1 minute that this phone call was gonna cause the confusion that it did between me and her, because we was talking, we was never had a date. This our first date, and we was talking, and I never got that indication. But my phone rang, boom. I'm like, I hit the end button real quick because I ain't gonna answer. That's rude. Plus, it's my girl or whatever. Like, I don't want her to get this indication that I got anybody, young, wild, and crazy at this time, just being a playboy. But when my phone rang, she automatically went on alert. She like, who is that, country? I'm like, there ain't nobody. She like, who is that, country? I'm like, man, there ain't nobody. Man, off top, when that last nobody came, she caught back hard as she can. Boom, and fired on me in my stomach. When she fired on my stomach and I curled up, she grabbed my nuts and twisted them motherfuckers. I'm like, whoa, I don't know which way to go. I'm like, what the fuck? She like, get out, country. After she let him go, she like, get out, country. I'm like, what going on? She like, get out. I'm like, man, what the? So all in my mind, just thinking here, I just promised big dude Cortez, like, I ain't gonna have no, boy, I don't know if this man got a bat, a gun, whatever on him. I can't fight back at all. I can't do a damn thing. Like, I can't do shit. And I'm not, because I'm outnumbered with this dude. He like 3 in 1. He 3 dudes in 1. I'm talking about this time. I'm like, oh shit, so get out, country, get out, screaming. I'm like, man, what the hell? all my thinking in my head, like from a phone call, boom, I leave. I dip out of there. So as I'm walking down, I'm thinking like, man, what in the hell is happening? I'm hoping that this guy don't come out of now one of these damn doors and put that pressure down or whatever, like, hey, what the hell? I told you, blase squaze, and end up throwing me in the motherfucking river or something. So I'm like, oh, what the hell? No. Man, I'm finna get out of here as cool and calm as possible. Just like I did when she did what she did. Boom. Once I get out the door, my room was already in walking distance of the bar, which the bar was in really almost walking distance of her condo where she was living at. You see what I'm saying? So now when I'm walking, I'm on opposite side of the street that the traffic is coming up from. I see this black Tahoe yank in the street, like turn around, like do a full U-turn. So I'm like, who the f is this? Like, what's going on? Boom, the window come down like big worm out that bitch. He let down the window, he lean out that bitch, he like, country, what's up? He in the car with the driver, the Puerto Rican guy, and him. So I guess they eating McDonald's or whatever. I see the McDonald's bag. So he like, country, what happened? I say, bro, she just knocked the shit out me, punched me in my stomach, grabbed my nuts, and told me to get out, bro. He like, what happened? I said, nothing happened. My phone rung, and she spazzed out. Like, spazzed the f out on me. So I'm like, man, what? Well, I don't know what's going on. He like, shook his head like, and it's like he knew, like he ain't even asked any more questions. Like he knew this is some regular that maybe occurred. Like, oh shit, she in another one of her episodes or whatever. And I didn't, keep my eyes on the media as far as now, and I see she started to vent about those wild nights that she had, a wild time of her life on the alcohol or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I caught her in this time of walk of life she was walking, and it was totally goddamn went crazy for me. So I can vouch, yeah, she was on some drunk lady shit, like for real. So when he smashed off, he like, all right, bro, like really like, here she go again on some shit like, I know what you're talking about. Ain't ask no more questions, ain't call her right then or none of that shit, just, all right, bro, all right, get with your life. Felt sorry a little bit because he seen I was a cool dude, and she done spazzed on me by the damn phone call. I walk off, get to my hotel room. Now, I got my old lady in the hotel room because that night prior to that, like she couldn't get with me, and I was like, shit, it's a chance that she might not be able to see me again tonight. Let me just go and fly my girl over, because if I fly my girl over, we can just keep hanging out and enjoy, use this as vacation time. Plus, I was already, letting my girl know we was recording this, and, we gonna end up doing a song, so that was my fallback. That was my, save me card. That was my get out the hotel free card, because we supposed to be recording, not going through the domestic violence and lovey-dovey type shit. So I get in the hotel. When I get in there, my girl like, what's going on? Well, I thought y'all were going to the session. I'm like, yeah, we went to record. It was great. She like, it was over there, fam. I brushed it off, said something, whatever, blase squaze. So I brushed it off. I went in the bathroom. I remember sitting down in the bathroom, man. When I sit down, my phone rang. It's another area code similar to her area code, but it ain't her. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? He like, what's up, country? This Cortez. Because they didn't call me House, they called me Country. That's what she called me. That's what the name, they started calling me, I guess because of my accent or whatever. So he like, what's up? I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, somebody want to talk to you. I'm like, oh, shit. Get the phone. Hello? I'm like, what's up, Tay? Why did you leave? What? Why did I leave? You just punched me in my stomach, grabbed my nuts like a wash rag and told me to get the f out. Well, I better had a left because Cortez had just told me, she like, just because I told you to leave, don't mean you had to go. I'm like, what the hell you mean? She like, you coming back? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah, I'm a dog.
Okay, hold on. At this point,
Wow, bro.
most people would have not went back. So what happened? I mean, I know it's Fantasia. She's famous. She's a great singer. Why go back?
At this point in time, I don't know if you ever got into a situation with your girl or whatever where it got kind of pushy and y'all, you know, she did something or got kind of physical with you and she was apologetic and you took her back. So that's how this was. It was like, boom, she was apologetic. But it usually, when you with your girl, because she was considered, I guess, my girl then, she thought, you know, I guess that's what she used to doing. That's all I could think. But I guess she thought we was in a safer space for enough for her to be doing this type of shit. But I never, in all my years, ever received a punch in a ring getting my nuts out to this drastic. But why did I go back? Because of who she was. I'm all the way in New York, and I figured she was apologetic. Let me go try to get this shit another chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I thought for a minute before I went back, like, damn, I'm going back in the sharp water because I see already what she on and what had happened. But she invited me back, calmed down, and of course I want to make it work. I wanted it to be all right. Just in the mind, my mind just say, just go back. So I walked back to the place. When I walk back, I get upstairs, and when I'm coming in the door, Cortez made sure like he was walking out the door at the time, like he gonna get right out. And he winked his eye at me like, everything all good. He ain't had no speech this time. He ain't said nothing like, hey, hold it down or, hey, don't do. It was just like crazy to me because after all that, he still like winked his eye at me. Furthermore, lets me know that he used to this type of shit happening with her. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the first time this did happen. For him to wink his eye at me when I leave, like, is she all right now? She done cooled off. She took her medicine or whatever the hell. Whatever, I don't know what the hell, but hey, she back calm now. So I take the chance now. I'm wild at this time, Cam. I'm in my 20s, early 20s, so that pretty much explains it all why I went back there. Young and wild. He winked his eye at me, dipped up out the building. When he leave out of there, she go back to her room or whatever. But her room was separated like from a little hall closet, and her room was close to the hall closet. So she made sure that when she was by this hall closet, that I can see around it a little bit. So she started undressing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Taking the top off. So I'm like, damn, what going on? What finna happen? So she started going and do her thing right then. Like going undressing and shit. So I'm like, damn, for sure. In my head, I'm thinking like, damn, I don't really want this to be going on right now. Like, this motherfucker is a little too crazy. If she get pregnant or something, I'm gonna be locked in with some crazy. So all kind of shit was going through my goddamn head at this time. So when she was periodic, she'll peek at me when she was taking a glass. Don't look over here, and I'm like, I ain't looking. You know what I'm saying? So when she come back from around the corner, she have like naked. She got everything. I think everything was off at this point. She rushed me. Boom. When she rushed up on, we just started kissing and hugging and end up, making our way to the hardwood floor. Now we tussling on the ground, and she whipped that motherfucker out and just goddamn went and commenced to doing what she do. Jumped on it and got like 3 pumps in, man. I remember about 3 or 4 strokes in. I didn't agree to this shit at this time because I'm really scared. But at the same time, once we kissing and then got lost in it, I'm just lost in the moment. And she like was aggressive with it. And I'm like, damn, she's a little too aggressive. You already didn't punch me. Now you trying to goddamn aggressively have sex. You know what I'm saying? So that's from my knowledge, that's what she trying to have sex. She done took off her goddamn clothes and came and walked up on me with none of them on. Now we tussling, end up on the ground, however, and my meat end up inside her. She scraped by 3 times. She get by 3 pumps in, and I remember her saying, no country. I'm like, oh shit. What the hell she finna do now? I'm already ain't agreeing to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just outnumbered and everything. I'm just outnumbered. So I'm just like, it is what it is. Man, she jump up off top of me after jumping on me, putting me inside her, and scream, country, I can't do this. I'm like, what the I'm like, I ain't did nothing. So now I'm coming through like, shit, what you mean you can't do it? I ain't doing what? No, you just go sleep right here on the couch, and I'm going to go sleep in the room. Bro, I ain't bucking none on nothing, bro. I go sit my ass right back on the couch, and I'm like, hey, shit. I remember just sitting there thinking like, man, what the fuck is going on? What's next? But I'm drunk at this part by her being a star. You know what I'm saying? And who I'm in the room with. Like, what the this shit really seeming surreal to me, bro. So I tell myself, man, I'm just gonna sit right here for a minute, and then I'm gonna wake up and then go in the room with her. So, man, I kid you not, bro. I sit on the couch, 5, maybe 10, 15 minutes. I ain't going in because I'm just like, is Cortez going to walk back in the door? And what's the next gag? Like, what's coming behind door number 4 this time? I don't know what to look for. So at this time, I'm just trying to comply to everything she's saying and doing. Man, I wake up. I had to nod off. I wake up, bro. Her wall was built like a condo wall where there's no curtains. When it's nighttime in the house, it's dark. I mean, nighttime outside, it's dark in the house. When it's light outside, all the light. You don't need no light because it's the big wall. It's glass. Ain't no goddamn curtains, none of that shit. It's glass. I guess the sun woke me up, bro, like 5, 6. Well, I don't know. The sun was up. When the sun came up, bro, I woke up, bro. I'm like, damn, I done left my damn girl in the room. Because I didn't mean to go to sleep. I meant to goddamn just chill for a minute because there's been so much going on. And I done did a marathon back and forth to this hotel, to her condo, from my hotel, walking in Times Square like a motherfucker. Shit, I'm pretty much exhausted from all this shit. Plus the punches and the physical shit she done did. I'm like, man, listen. So I go to sleep. I wake up, bro. The sun up. I'm like, damn, they left my girl in the room. My phone dead. So I wake up. I walk in the room. She in that motherfucker laid the out. I'm talking about she in that bitch like hungover night. So I'm like, shit. Like, damn, I got to get out of here. I'm finna get out of this bitch. Here the scene don't look right. Man, I kid you not, bro. I look on her dresser. She got all her jewelry stacked up on the dresser. I remember like one of them little Jaguar bracelets, that shit sitting tall. I'm like, damn. But I ain't no roguish dude. I'm like, damn, at this point, after you done did all this to me, shit, I could have got there. It's spiteful. It's women that take folk jewelry after they didn't go to sleep, and then she and that bitch slipping like a motherfucker. But I genuinely had love for, you know what I'm saying, the person she was and the person. So I'm like, damn, man, I wasn't raised like that. Like, I ain't no roguish type thief ass dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't on that type of timing. Like, I ain't finna take from nobody, period. Like, I fuck with, like, I'm not finna be in here stealing in your house. You ain't got to worry about, I'm not no thief anyway. But I look, I'm like, damn, it could have been anybody else. She and that bitch stone cold slop knocked the fuck out. It could have been a reverse role with anybody. So now I'm like, Tay. I'm like, lock your door. She like, it'll lock itself. Cause some of them condo doors, when you close it, it automatically lock. You can't get in that bitch from the inside. And one of her, from the outside, one of her door was like that. So I leave, boom. I walk back to my hotel. My hotel was closed. It's broad daylight. Now Times Square moving 1,000 miles an hour. That motherfucker just everything like, I'm like, God, this shit moving too fast. I'm already like, fresh up in the morning. Boom, I get back to my hotel. I walk in there with my old lady. She like, you really just stayed the night out on me? I'm like, babe, I fell asleep. Fell asleep my ass. Gave me the third or whatever. You fucked her? I'm like, nah, I ain't fucked her. Cause she like, cause y'all ain't at no studio this long. I'm like, nah, I ain't do it. So I'm just really like trying to get up out the doghouse at this point, cause I ain't mean to fall asleep in this motherfucker. Boom. I say, well, baby, come on, let's go shopping. Let's get dressed and go shopping. Boom, you know what I'm saying? So they got me out the doghouse. We're going to continue our vacation. And every time she asked me something about that night, what happened, I just pretty much avoided. And at that time, I could do that because we weren't dating for another like 2-3 months. It really like we was new to the, relationship. Well, we shopping. I'm in the back of the black car. We moving around in this motherfucker, man. She go in there. I remember slamming down in front of one of these stores. She go in, and it's like she knew my girl was in the store. She texts me like, Country, I just want to apologize for everything that happened tonight. And I just want to say I'm sorry, but I don't remember nothing. I'm like, what? To myself, I'm like, so I hit her back like, a night that you can't remember is a night that I never forget. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn. Pause make her feel like kind of crazy because you done did some shit you talking about you can't remember, and that's probably because them goddamn 30, 40 shots you had. You done overdrunk yourself and got real abusive and then goddamn, did the most. You done did too much, actually. You know what I'm saying? Now, she could have asked me to come back that time, which she did, like, she like, what you doing? I'm like, cooling, finna get me something to smoke. She like, you gonna come over here and smoke with me? I'm like, oh no, Fantasia, we need your lungs. The world needs your lungs. So I'm still just keeping it, kosher with her, like, hey, I ain't smoking nothing with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming back over your house, though. I know that. So the second time, like, one shame on me, second time, shame on you. Well, however it goes, like, first time, shame on you, second time, shame on me. But third time, I ain't coming back in that bitch, period. I'm not going. I wouldn't give a damn how much. I wasn't going back over there. I wouldn't care if she said come. She told me to come smoke with her, all that shit. Hell no. Hell no, I ain't coming back in that motherfucker. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, I ain't coming right now. I'm moving around. I'm shopping and hanging. She like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. Continue to apologize. And you know what? I ended up catching my flight the next day and got the hell up out that motherfucker, bro. And that was the end of that period. You know what I'm saying? Until like 2 months later. 2-3 months later, I get a call from a homeboy. Well, I get a call. He called. They let me know it was already in the air, like she pregnant from Dro. So I'm like, man, whatever, how the hell? But then I heard the shit on the radio. I'm like, oh, no, that's it. So as soon as I heard the shit on the radio, this about 2-3 months later, I called her. I'm like, she was waiting on me to call. Cause she picked up like first, second ring, like boom. Like you didn't win this, like you didn't got turned off by me and you didn't answer. I'm surprised you calling me back. One of them like, damn, you finally called and picked that motherfucker up. I'm like, what's up? She like, hey, Country. I'm like, what's going on? She like, nothing, just doing some blase squaze, whatever. She said she was doing, like, what made you call me? I'm like, man, is you pregnant from Dro? Cause I heard you pregnant from Dro. She like, no, I'm not pregnant from him, but I am in a relationship with him. Oh, I'm like, cool. I ain't no hater. I ain't dropping down. Salt on no nigga name, saying none of that shit. Like, soon as she said, I'm like, all right, cool, for sure. Well, I get with you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I see both of y'all at the top. And hung up in her face. I ain't really get a chance to say nothing, blah, squad, no, ain't no feedback. Dropped that motherfucker right in her face, you know what I'm saying? But that was me just following up on the, you know what I'm saying, see where I stood with her as a man, you know what I'm saying? And of course, she picked that bitch up first ring and let me see where I stood. She was still really, you know, biting and answering my call. But it's the fact of the matter, that first night, like, you don't get but one chance to make a first impression. And I don't give a damn who you is. Once it went, at that time, when it went through all that, I would not put myself in position where I'm back in that same situation again because, you know, out of reflexes, I could have got, I could have got like physical back with her. But I refused. Plus, you know, the boot game Holmes laid down, it worked pretty good. Cause I went, you know, I went with it, period, because I ain't got nothing on me. Like I'm outnumbered. And this dude stand about 7 foot, this dude here so big and wide, got there like a whole NFL linebacker or a lineman or something, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I would not put myself back in the positions again, bro. I wouldn't care who it is, you know. And at this point in life, shit, when I see celebrities on TV and I see people drooling over, man, that all go back to my head like, hey, man, you don't never know what these folks on, boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get your head blowed up thinking these people one time, like some folks, dudes will really be willing to leave their whole family by, you know what I'm saying, a situation like that because they be infatuated with a celebrity. You don't never know what you getting yourself into. My advice to a young man, whatever, hey, turn your situation into that. Power your girl up till she, you know, on that level so you ain't got to worry about going into them dangerous situations like I was chasing waterfall, man. Hey, bro, it could have got ugly, dog. You know what I'm saying? For real. Uglier, because it was ugly. But it could have got uglier. You know what I'm saying? If that's a
I
word.
hear you, man.
Feel me?
So why come out now with your story?
Like I said, pretty much to let everyone know, you know, don't go to chasing like waterfall, man. Stay in your own lane, man. Work on what you got, man. Don't leave somebody you really like, or don't be head over heels like drunk behind a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, you don't never know what you getting yourself into, bro. Just because they all glittered and glammed up, you don't know what kind of problem these folks face with, what you dealing with, whatever, man. Don't, because it's some women and men be ready to drop they shit at the drop of a dime just because the person has celebrity status or any kind of, you know, star status in this world, bro. Work on yours, turn yours up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave yours for no other, because you never know. Take me for example, bro. You know what I'm saying? It could have got ugly. Uglier.
What would you say if you seen Fantasia right now? Let's say she walked in the door right now. What would you say to her?
Man, she walked in the door right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no, like, strife or no, like, I walk in forgiveness. I believe in the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So I forgive her. Off top, I do forgive her, but I just be like, I won't even say shit, to be honest with you, bro. I might give her a head nod. One of them dry motherfuckers, like, what's up? Because I forgive you, but I don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, it was tough. You ain't have to do that. You went hard. You know what I'm saying? You went the extra mile. One would say somebody in my case, they probably would have ended up in goddamn jail, locked up in New York somewhere, Rikers Island, or being somewhere in the goddamn, still swimming in that lake trying to get out that motherfucker, but it done throwed you in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I give her one of them dry nods like she ain't nobody. I don't play that shit now. That was my lesson. I don't care how famous you is. I'm treating you just like a regular person. Cause you could have all kind of fucked up agendas. You know what I'm saying? Really though.
Okay. So now that your story is out, you know what I'm saying, it'll be public here soon. What are you looking forward to? You just want to get your story out? You just want everybody
man,
to hear
I
your
just
side
want
of
to
the
get
story?
out, man. I just really want, apology, really. You know what I'm saying? Not apology as a I don't know what I did apology. I want apology as, hey, I know I did this. Not a broad ass, well, he say I did this, and if I did this, well, I'm sorry. I want apology, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, nice gesture, make sure, you know what I'm saying, like you really mean it, like a heart genuine. You know what I'm saying? Not just some, I don't remember what happened, but he told me what happened and I'm sorry or whatever. Like apology, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I was up. I ain't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And whatever you was going through in your time of your life, I know you was going through a lot, but hey, you somebody up. You fucked somebody mental up during that time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm that somebody. You got real physical. Like, you ain't have to do all that. There's no reason that shit even went down. But it is what it is, man. If she ain't convicted by it, it is what it is. But I wouldn't acknowledge no extra, do no extra if I seen her or whatever. It is what it is. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm
Well, man,
happily married at this point, bro. I don't even be looking hard, so it definitely ain't gonna be no type of situation like that. Man, no sir. Now I got my shit going how I want to do it. God bless me with a wife and some kids, so I'm pretty much cool. But you know what I'm saying? To warn people about how it can get, don't be head over heels by some trying to water somebody else's grass or being starstruck. Hey, nah, dog. If I could talk to a young man, tell him, hey, man, I give him the whole story just like that so you can focus on your grass, keep your lawn straight, water your grass, bro. Don't go chasing the waterfall, for real.
Well, man, that's a wild story, man. It sounds like you had one hell of a night, hanging out.
Yeah.
Obviously a night you'll never forget.
Yeah, for sure.
Man.
For sure.
Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man, just, like I said, man, water your own grass, man. Focus on your own lawn, man. Just 'cause it look green on the other side, don't mean it could be red over there. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your own lane, mind your own business, man. For real.
Well, that's what it is, man. I appreciate you.
Already,
Big
man.
Hoss,
Appreciate
man.
you, man, for sure. Already appreciate you having me, man, for sure, Cam.
Definitely, man. And I'll be looking forward to the response, man.
That's
See
right,
how it
man.
goes.
That's right. We'll double back, man, and see what's going on. I sure keep you updated what's happening, man, what we did, and how was that apology work out for me.
Well, all right, man.
All right,
We'll
man.
see, bro.
For sure.
All right, bro.
Already.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.